So we're going to talk about repaying loans using compound interest. Before we talked about simple interest, compound is a little different in that we compound the interest. That's as easy as it gets. Each year you pay not only interest on the money that you had in there, but also on the interest that was earned in there. So let's talk about how this works. The formula is the amount total is equal to the principal plus times 1 plus the rate or the percentage carried or to the year power. I'm really having problems speaking today. So that's the formula. A is our total amount. P is the principal. And 1 plus the rate. So you'll end up with a number that's 1 point something carried to the T years. And this involves no withdrawals. If you have withdrawals, the formula gets a little more complicated. So let's do this. Let's do that same loan that we did before when we did simple interest, but let's look how it does in compound interest. So we know that why is it not pinning? All right, I gotta erase things. I'll eventually get used to this pen. It'll be impressive, but right now it's just not. So we know that A equals the principal times 1 plus the rate to the T years. So here we've got this. 5,000 is the loan amount. That's our principal. 2 years is our time. Interest rate is 15%, and that's our R, and we know that we got to convert that to a decimal. It's 0.15. So now the calculation gets a little more intense in that A equals the principal, 5,000, times 1 plus 0.15 or 1.15 to the T years, which is 2. So you will definitely need a calculator in this. Remember, do your exponents first. Actually, if you type this all in a calculator exactly as given, it'll work out perfect for you. So go ahead and figure out the amount. I want to know the amount. That's the total repayment. So you should have come up with $6,612.50. So that's the total amount. We get kind of the opposite this time, $612.50. So what was the interest? Well, to find the interest, all we got to do is take the amount minus the principal. The amount minus principal. So $6,612.50 minus $5,000 or $1,612.50. Hefty interest. Kind of might not want to take that loan. All right, let's move on to another one. So High has earned $1,500. I'm just not doing this English well. $1,500 in a retirement account, earning 5% interest, compounded annually. After 5 years, what was her account balance? So remember, we're going to go through and label. $1,500 is our principal. The rate is 5%. The time is 5 years. We don't have to convert it because it's already in that. So we know that A equals P times 1 plus R to the T years. So A here we don't know. A equals the principal, which is $1,500, times 1 plus the rate. So 1 point, well, the rate is 5%. That's 0.05 times T years, which is 5. So you got a calculator to calculate it? So you should have got $1,914. Well, that was a terrible writing. And 42 cents. That's our total, and it asks for that. So our total after 5 years is $1,914.42. My brain works faster than my mind. Try to keep that in mind. All right, let's look at another one. Frito deposits $75 each year into an account, earning 3% interest compounded annually. If he deposits an additional $75 a year, how much interest will the account earn in the 4th year? All right, we get to a fancy table again, and I've kindly given myself a table. So let's look through this table. So the starting money we start with is 0. The first year, nothing. We add $75. So our total is $75. Now the rate is 3%. So we do our calculations. Remember that the A, or the ending total, equals principal times 1 plus the rate to the T years. And each one of these is going to be 1 year. So it's going to be pretty much, we're just looking at A times the principal, or A equals the principal times 1 plus the rate, which is 1.03. So here we got 75. So 75, we're in year 1. I wish I had more room on here. 75 times 1.03. That's the first year. So do the math. And we come up with $77.25. That's our total. All right, so year 2, he starts out with $77.25. He deposits another $75. So now we have $152.25 times our rate, which is still 0.03. So here, for our second year, we're going to have $152.25 times 1.03. Go ahead and do the math. And you should come up with $156.82. Remember, we round up. If the number out here, which would have, it was 81, it was 0.817, but the 7's 5 or greater, so we round up. Now, so his starting balance here is $156.82. He adds $75. So now, how much does he have? He has 100. He's 200. Let me go ahead and do my math here. 150. Sorry. $156.82. So now he has $231.82. The rate is 0.03. So in year 3, it's 231.82 times 1.03. So now we do our math. Go ahead and do the math. And you'll see at the end of that year, he ended up with $238.77. So 4th year, he starts out with $238.77. He adds $75, giving him $313.77. The rate is 0.3. So in year 4, we're looking at 313.77 times 1.03. Go ahead and do your math. And he ends up with $323.18, which is pretty good if you think about it. All this together is only $300, so he made $23 in profit in 4 years. Pretty good deal. Let's look at another problem. So this one, Juan has deposited $850 into a college savings account, earning 4.8% interest compounded annually. He also deposited $850 into a second account, earning 4.8 simple interest. After 10 years, which account earned more interest? So we got two problems. We got one that's simple interest, where I equals P, principal times rate times time. And we got another one where the total amount equals principal times 1 plus the rate to the T. So let's go to the first one. Let's start with the simple interest down here. This is our second account. He has $850. That's the principal. He earns 4.8% interest. That's your rate. And the time for both accounts is 10 years. So here, I equals the principal, $850, times the rate, which is 4.8%, or 0.048, times the years, which is 10. So go ahead and do your math, figure that out. And you got interest was $408. Now to get the total, the total amount is interest plus principal. So our principal was $850 plus 408. And that is a total of $1,258. Now over here we've got A equals principal times 1 plus the rate to the T power. So A equals the principal, which was $850, times 1 plus the rate, which was 4.8%, so 0.048, to the T power, which is 10. So go ahead and do that in your calculator. So here you should have got A equals $1,300.58, or $1,358.41. Now, the question asks, which account earned more interest? Well, they both start with the same amount. So my ending I can go by, if I wanted to figure out interest here, interest is the total minus the principal. So this account earned $408 in interest. Here, this account earned, so I is the principal, which is $850. The amount, I'm sorry, is $1,358.41 minus the principal, which is $850, and that comes out to $508.41. Definitely made more with the compound interest. $100 more after 10 years. That's pretty significant. All right, I hope that helped. Ask questions if you don't know. That's the simplest way.